Genesis chapter 6, please. This is God's assessment of the falling man. We've had prophets, we've had broken people speak, but now let's hear what God has to say about man. We're reading the first 5 verses. It came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, reading to verse 5, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Verse 3, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Verse 4, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, that they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. Let's read verse 5 together. 1, 2, read. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. Don't forget who is speaking here. And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was what? Only evil. How long? Look at what God is saying about man. This is a research God did himself. And God is looking at man, and is almost an expression of regret. What kind of an entity is this, that the imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually? The nature of God.
Make sure you like.
And now the nature of, you see what God is saying here? That as wonderful as we look, respectfully speaking, as beautifully dressed as we are, God is saying, don't mind yourself, because there is something there that is a lie. Number one, there is a deceiver resident within you, and you can become a victim of that deceiver yourself. And that regardless how sincere, how well intentioned, how truthful we hope and seek to be, it says the imaginations of the thoughts in our hearts are continually evil. Where else will you understand the subject of mercy if you do not study the nature of God and the nature of man? Now already you can see 2 contrasting realities. God who is love, God who is sinless, gracious, compassionate. The Bible says he is rich in love, rich in mercy. Contrasted to the man who is the zenith of his creation in his fallen state. Look at the various things that the Bible has to say about man. Number one, that it talks about the fact that in iniquity, that means man's condition has nothing to do with his awareness and orientation. That the problem starts right from conception. That destruction and that disaster is not just resident within the heart or the brain or the will. It's gone spiritual. It is within the blood of man. So when you celebrate a little baby, and everybody celebrates the innocence of that baby, God's verdict is that there has been a transference of something into that baby that even the parents may not know. Every armed robber was once a baby. Every killer was once a baby. Did he come out of his mother's womb with a knife? Yes, the knife was in his heart. He only looked for it physically later on. The Bible says in iniquity, that means the tendency for rebellion was already in me. It was not outsourced, it was already in me. The circumstances that gave it visibility only were